Hi, and welcome to Diversity in the Community. My name is Teresa Harris, and I am so excited to have Windsor resident with me, Shanae Ransom. Welcome, Shanae.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa.
Shanae is a playwright, songwriter, producer, and director, and I've actually been in one of her plays many, many years ago, so
Yeah.
we've been connected for a while.
Yes, we are.
And I'm so happy to have you here, and I want you to
Happy
tell
to be
me,
here.
tell me a little bit about your musical. What is the musical I Thee Wed about?
Well, I Thee Wed, the musical, is a love story. And it starts off with a young couple, and we see them going through all the wonderful things that people go through when they first get married, really happy, you know, they can't get enough of each other. And then
yeah.
things start to happen. You know, and so then the reality sets in. So I Thee Wed, the musical it's a story that, you know, hopefully it will touch people who are married, who are single, who are looking to get married, who are just dating, you know. So it's a real ministry, a real story, and I hope that people will, you know, come out and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need that.
Yes.
You know, once we leave out of that honeymoon stage, then life happens.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So, what is your role in the production?
Well, my role, I'm the writer, also the director, and it is a musical, so I've written the songs, but it was in collaboration with a musician out of Hartford by the name of Christopher Clayton, and my role is many too. It's not just those things that I just mentioned there, but you know, I wear many hats, but I believe that this story has to be told. You know, it didn't come from me. I believe it came from a higher power. And it's, I don't know, it's just, there's multiple things going on in the piece, so it's not just a love story. So there's some real life issues that happen between the couple. And I have a great ensemble of wonderful, talented actors and actresses who help to tell the true story of love and faith and redemption through the musical I Thee Wed.
Oh, can't wait to see this. How long have you guys been rehearsing?
Wow, we've been rehearsing for about 2.5 months now.
Okay.
Almost. We rehearse 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the schedule.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we rehearse for about 2 hours each rehearsal. But it's been a good process. Like I said, I have a great ensemble. I have great supports. Wonderful musical director from Cosborn Entertainment, who's Colin Osborne. He's an awesome guy. He's been helping out a lot, and I have a great choreographer. Her name is Savannah Jones. So it's a collaborative effort working with the community, and they come from all over: New Britain, Hartford, Windsor, East Hartford, you know, Bloomfield. So we have a really great ensemble and a really diverse
I've seen Colin in a few plays. Haven't I?
yeah, Colin is an awesome actor too now.
Yeah,
he's an actor and singer. So yeah, you'll hear from him soon too. But yeah, he's been a few of my productions, and he's always come through as a professional.
Okay. Is that the norm, having a play in, like, after rehearsing like only 2 months? Is that
well, it's a bit of a challenge to say the least, but with dedication and with a team of people who really believe in the story and who really want to get the message out there, you know, they've been really dedicated, and we've had rehearsals on Saturdays, you know, for like 6 hours, you know, so people are really, you know, they have a vested interest in making sure that the message is told, you know, in a positive way. So yeah, but it's not really the norm. Because, I mean, with a rehearsal schedule like that, when we only meet technically 2 to 3 times a week, it's, you know, they really put a lot of outside work into preparing, which makes it easier once we get together as a cast.
Now, what inspired you to write this musical?
Oh, inspiration. Really, like I said, it's faith. You know, the messages from the music to the dialogue to the storyline, it came from a higher power. I've had some personal things that happened in my life that, you know, every story or every play that you write, there's some kind of personal connection from me. And sometimes you embellish a little bit in order to really hit home what I'm trying to say. Not just with me, but through family, through friends. They've experienced different things, and I just put it all in a play, you know, because playwriting and music and songs and lyrics is all about life experiences.
Yeah.
So that's where the truth comes from. If you haven't experienced it, then how can you tell the truth?
Right,
So,
right, okay.
yeah.
What has been the most challenging aspect of this production?
Woo. Every time, yeah. Well, every time I do a production, the most challenging part is the casting, to be honest. But some way, somehow, it ends up working out. You know, in the beginning, it's always been a challenge for me to get like the right people, or you know, who are going to be dedicated and who are going to, you know, really help to tell the story. So a lot of times that's been my biggest challenge. But once the cast comes together, once, you know, they're sent, you know, I believe that there's a purpose and there's a reason why we were all brought together, and it's just, it becomes magical, you know. But that seems to be my challenge a lot of the times. Not to mention finances is another, you know, issue. But, you know, everything ends up working out because it just does. It's really hard to explain like how it works out, but because I believe, I don't know if I could say this on TV, but I believe God really works everything out.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I was just about to say.
I
believe
don't know
when God put His stamp on something,
He did,
that it's going to work out all right.
Yeah, I truly believe through prayer, you know, everything ends up working out.
All right. How did you create the music?
The music, that's funny.
Because you amaze me, because I know you don't really play.
I don't play. I'm telling you, I'm like, everything is really not me. It's really not me. And I'll be driving in the car, with my daughter, and I'll hear a tune, right? And so I'll pick up my phone, even though I know you're supposed to do that. I'll pick up my phone and hum the tune to myself, just because I'll remember. Because I used to hear stuff, and then I would forget it by the time I got home. Yeah. You know, and then I'd be like, oh, what was that tune? So what I started doing was, as soon as it comes to me, I'll pick up the phone, record it, and that's usually how the stuff comes. I don't sit down and say, oh, I'm going to write this song, because it doesn't come to me that way. Right. It just comes to me at odd moments. It's like spontaneous, and I really, honestly, truly believe that's from God, because it doesn't come from me. Like a song, and then when I hear the singer singing the song, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wrote that, but I didn't write that. Do you understand what I mean?
I do.
But it's like a feeling, you get like these goosebumps, because it's like, did that really come through me? It just came through me, but I didn't write that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I have been amazed.
Yeah, but it's not me though, really.
Because I've heard you sing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear me sing.
I've heard you sing.
No, I'm trying to get lessons though. I really am, but people don't believe me. But
and that's why it's so amazing. The words, and then the tone, or whatever we want to call it, and then for Colin, and he'll come on in a few seconds, to come in and he can hear what you're trying to do. Yes. Because I came to one of the rehearsals, and to hear him kind of put his spin on it, was like, because he could, it's just wonderful.
It's like, oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
You know, that's
so you know that you know God is all up in that.
Yeah, He is all up. I promise you, He is all up in there.
Shanae, what's your favorite aspect of performing in this musical? But I know that you're behind the scene, and you're not actually going to be singing and dancing. But what is your favorite? What's the favorite thing you have?
I got a couple favorite things.
What was that?
So one of the favorite things is actually seeing like the actors when they come together, and how the words from the script and the music from the pages, it actually comes to life. You know, and really seeing when they really get it. Yes. That's like one of my oh, that was it. You know, the next favorite is when the show is up and the audience is there. Yeah. And the audience gets it. Yes. You know, that's another thing. It's like the last show that I did, Praying on Faith, I got to sit in the audience, and just to see the reactions from the audience based on like what was happening on stage was just like, whoa.
Yeah, that was great.
People was running out, reacting to the different things that the actors were saying on stage, and the songs and stuff, and it was just, it was a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah,
a beautiful experience.
I was in the audience, so that was great. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. What message do you hope your viewers would get from watching I Thee Wed?
I want the viewers I want them to get that if you have faith, And if you believe, in a higher power and believe in God, that you can get through anything.
I am so grateful, so thankful for my friend Shanae coming on the show today. As I said, she's a Windsor resident. We're really proud of her, and we just want to wish her and the cast the very best. And I don't know if I should say we want you to break a leg. I don't know if I really like that, but we want you guys to do well. And we know the show is going to be great because I know the work that Shanae does. And I want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful job.
Thank
Wonderful
you so much
job.
for having me.
Thank you. Earlier today, we had some of the actors here, and I was able to interview them. And we'd like to hear what they had to say about being a part of I Thee Wed.
My name is Colin Osborne of Osborne Entertainment.
My name is Reverend Benita Arnold.
My name is Liston Philyor.
My connection to the musical I Thee Wed, I am the music director for I Thee Wed. So I work with the actors and I help them to prepare the music. I help them I provide a little bit of vocal training, but I help with getting the musical message out.
My role with the production of I Thee Wed is that I play a counselor. I play a marriage counselor by the name of Dr. Roberts.
I've been acting several years. I can't even remember how far it goes back, but it's been several years. Actually, I started, I'm one of the founders of Journey Writers, a group in the Hartford area, the greater Hartford area. And this play, Shanae Ransom, brought the play to us and we workshopped it. So that's the beginning of it. My character is basically the minister that marries the couple in the beginning of the play. I have performed, this is my second production with Miss Ransom.
I have been in 3 productions of Miss Shanae Ransom. I was in the production Praying on Faith, and I played Minister Damon. I was also in the production entitled A Father's Love, and I played the father. What I enjoy most about performing is being able to convey messages. Music, theater is a very, very powerful medium, and it can really, do a lot for communities and for people.
It's a release mechanism for me because life takes you on many different types of journey. And at times you're not sure how to just get yourself free of the normal things of life on a daily basis. And so with the opportunity of acting, it allowed me to be someone else other than myself. It allowed me to come out of, what can I say, a little bit of a protective shell.
Just working together with a group of people. I love that because there's this unique synergy that is amongst the group, and it really does a lot. It really does a lot. And so I think those 2 components really give me kind of a high.
The acting is great, the singing is great, and the story is great. So I think people need to come out and see it.
It is my pleasure to introduce Reverend Benita Arnold singing Stop, Choose, Think Before You Speak. Stop, think, choose before you speak. Roadblock, arguments and problems. Stop, think, choose before you speak. Roadblock, arguments and problems. Don't blurt out mean thoughts that come to mind. Reflect when you're mad, take your time. Speaking your mind from the heart guarantees a blood positive, less fresh response. Don't blurt out mean thoughts that come to mind. Reflect when you're mad, take your time. And speaking your mind from the heart guarantees a positive and less fresh response. All you gotta do is stop, think, choose before you speak. Roadblock, arguments and problems. Stop, think,
choose before you speak. Roadblocks, arguments, and problems. Stop, think, choose before you speak. Roadblocks, arguments, and problems. Stop, think, choose before you speak. Roadblocks, arguments, and problems. Roadblocks, arguments, and problems.